In the top stories, Federation observes World Diabetes Day. Trinidad and Tobago seizes $3.5 million in guns and drugs. And UK Home Secretary fired after controversial pro-Palestine protests comments. Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Midday Newscast. I'm Mervan Thompson. Today is Tuesday, November 14th. Nationally, the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force is sprinkling a little magic in schools with their relaunch of its mentoring and apologies. In the top stories, Federation observes World Diabetes Day. Trinidad and Tobago seizes $3.5 million in guns and drugs. And UK Home Secretary fired after controversial pro-Palestine protests comments. Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Today is Tuesday, November 14th. I'm Mervan Thompson. Apologies. Nationally, guided by the theme Access to Diabetes Care, Tuesday was designated Blue Day by the St. Kitts Diabetes Association, SKDA, as the Federation joins the observance of World Diabetes Day. In a commemorative statement, Prime Minister and Minister of Health, Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, said the theme for this year serves as a poignant reminder of the imperative to enhance awareness, promote early detection, and facilitate effective management of diabetes. Speaking with ZIZ News ahead of the day's observance, Public Relations Officer of the SKDA, Dr. Reginald Lachlan, said supporting diabetes awareness can save lives.
We are over 3,000 persons living with diabetes in St. Kitts, and we must recognize that of that 3,000, there's some persons who are not going to be so lucky and may very well end up with amputations and or blindness and or kidney failure, as a consequence of not knowing and or not doing what is correct. The 14th of November, every year, the world pauses to celebrate World Diabetes Day. And so you find in many countries, celebrations are taking place with the focused color, blue. Blue is the color of diabetes. And the blue circle would often be seen on most of the posters, most of the programs. And that tells persons that it's time to focus one's attention on diabetes and hopefully assist those persons living with this condition so that life can be more comfortable and so that they can avoid the complications.
Dr. O'Loughlin mentioned the association's ongoing week of activities, noting that on Wednesday, screenings will take place in schools. The rest of the week will be packed with activities as well.
On the Thursday, we will have a symposium which is usually done in collaboration with the Ministry of Education. We do it virtually, and we make a small presentation. We have questions. We have little competitions between the high schools, and we have little presents, for the children who participate. Then Friday, we have the big downtown screening where we invite all and sundry to come to the square, and be a part of it, find out what your blood sugar is, your blood pressure. We do those two major bits of data we collect, and we would be there usually testing from about 8 a.m. until 12 noon, usually on the western side of the square. And then on Saturday is the annual Walk for Diabetes.
Meanwhile, the Prime Minister in his statement encouraged active participation in this week's events and reiterated the government's commitment to investing in public health initiatives, research, and healthcare infrastructure to better prevent, diagnose, and manage diabetes. The Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force is sprinkling a little magic in schools with the relaunch of its Mentoring, Advising, Guiding, and Instructing Children MAGIC program. MAGIC serves as an early intervention initiative to dissuade youth from social deviance, according to a press release from the police force. The program is being spearheaded by former police officer Lindita Powell with assistance from trained MAGIC instructors who are enlisted and former police officers as well. The program aims to focus on youth development from the primary school level through first form and will assist in the decision-making process, imparting life and civic lessons to children. Topics explored include the development of problem-solving skills, conflict resolution, goal setting, drug use and abuse, peer pressure, all forms of bullying, and law and order. MAGIC classes began at the Sandy Point Primary, Bronte Welch Primary, Joshua Obadiah Primary, Washington Archibald High, and Keon High Schools on St. Kitts. Students are given a workbook with practical scenarios and situations, both for group and individual completion. The ministry is confident that all schools throughout the Federation will eventually include the program in their curricula. And finally, on the local scene, in the lead-up to the Haynes Smith Miss Caribbean Talented Teen Pageant on December 30th, the organizers have begun rolling out the bios, photos, and promo videos of each contestant from across the Caribbean on its social media pages. They're doing so on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Here's more in this report.
The date is fast approaching for the 41st edition of the Haynes Smith Miss Caribbean Talented Teen Pageant, slated for December 30th at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort. In the lead-up to the pageant, the organizers have begun rolling out the bios, photos, and promo videos of each of the contestants from across the Caribbean on its Caribbean Talented Teen social media pages on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. There are also posts of flashbacks and pertinent information for the pageant each day on the Facebook and Instagram pages. Already 2 bios have been published. The contestants from French St. Martin, Dorania Pascal, and Guyana's Akila Fredericks. Here are snippets from the promo videos.
Greetings to you all beautiful people on the island of St. Kitts and Nevis. I am Akila Fredericks, Guyana representative in this year's Haynes Smith Caribbean Talented Teen Pageant 2023. Come, learn, experience, and discover my amazing country, Guyana.
Hey there, fellow explorers. Get ready to embark on an epic journey to the front side of Saint Martin. Imagine waking up to the sound of gentle waves, surrounded by breathtaking beauty of the Caribbean. Welcome to the front side of Saint Martin, where adventure meets paradise. For all you adventurous souls out there, this is the ultimate destination. Whether you're into water sports, hiking, or simply soaking up the sun, there's something for everyone.
The prestigious Haynes Smith Miss Caribbean Talented Teen Pageant has been in existence for over 40 years and is making its return after a 3-year hiatus due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Patrons are urged to stay tuned for more information in the coming weeks.
Regionally, Point 14 Municipal Police